What's going on, Master Duel fans? James here again. Additional missions have been officially finished, and everything is all checked out in terms of Fusion/Synchro Festival, including the Legend Anthology if I really wanted to. But most cases for today's video, when this goes up, it will be a double feature of Side A being Fusions and Side B being Synchros. Starting off fresh with Side A for Melodious, dealing with Branded Ice Barrier, White Forest Centurion Toy, and then for Side B with White Forest Sky Striker, you are about to experience Bestial Dark Magician, Decisive Stun, and Light Sworns. With that being said, let us get the show on the road. Also, before we get started, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Smash the notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated. Also, if you are a brand new Master Duel player or a returning player after one full month of missing gameplay, be sure to use my campaign code in the description below so that way we can gather more prizes from the campaign content. Starting off with Side A, Melodious. With this hand, this is way past doable. Tuplet scaled, refrain scaled, ostinato, toss out aria elegy for Botcha, special summoning Big Girl Mozarta. You're wondering why Mozarta out of all the things to special summon? Aside from her being the big beat stick of a light fairy, obviously that's what Melodious is all about, level 8, 2600 attack, 2000 defense. Soft once per turn, you can special one light fairy from your hand, and to turn you to this, you cannot special other monsters except light monsters. And obviously, not counting the super poly targets, but the Melodious names specifically, we don't care. We can literally still play through because it's Melodious. Tuplet, getting Concerto, refrain, toss out Chopina, boost. Cool. Concerto for Flowering Etoile, refrain, couplet, scale to 2, pendulum shoken, the couplet, kill off Botcha for aria elegy. Botcha will not have Chopina assisted due to Bestial Baldrake, but Concerto put it to the bottom and drew into Cosmic Cyclone and pass. Branded opening, discard Veiler for Aluber, Royal Aluber, getting Branded Fusion. Okay, so Light and Darkness Dragon. So Light and Darkness branded. Light and Sublimation. Toss out Chaos Star Source Dragon. There's the branded fuse. For the one of Albion, Flowering Etoile, banishing all 3 Melodious, returning all 3 being Aluber, Light and Sublimation, and Albion. What's the next move as forced? Lubellion, okay, still with ya. Discard Light End. bringing back the same Albion. 2 tribute for Bestial Lubellion makes sense. Branded Beast up. Branded Beast, kill off Flowering Etoile, which gives us Schuberta. Baldrake tributes the Lubellion. Schuberta banishing. Albion, Branded Fuse, Branded opening. Schuberta goes. Baldrake for 25. Set 2. And all 3 Melodious monsters come back. And then Branded Bestial scoops. With this hand going first, this should be doable. Poly it up. For Botcha. Botcha. Specialing Tam Tam. Just to get the Poly back. Normal refrain. Getting Couplet. Couplet. There's the Drolling Lot Bird. Special Sonata. Sadly, we won't be able to search for the Melodious spell traps this turn due to Drolling Lot Bird, but I still can figure we can fix this board setup still. Concerto for 3. Flowering Etoile. Botcha for Tam Tam. Tam Tam for the Drop and Burn. Refrain, Pendulum Scale. Bring back the Tam Tam. Tam Tam getting the Poly back. Refrain, Boost Etoile by Toss Out Mozarta. Poly it up. For Schuberta. Tam Tam, Drop and Burn. Set 1 and pass. Ice barriers we go, so normal Revealer. Revealer, send away the Ash. Or discard. Chalice the Revealer. Attacking over Schuberta. In the damage step, banish the 2 hand traps. She's at 23. Call by on Sonata and Tam Tam. And pass. Boost Schuberta by tossing out Elegy, and this should be more than enough to make it lethal. And this next matchup, with his hand going first, weird as it is, but 3 set a monster, and pass. Emblem of Oath, Centurion Tridea placed, Toy Box, Resolve without effect, courtesy of Cosmic Cyclone, Tridea Special as a level 8, Normal Primera, Primera getting the Field Spell, Stand Up, Effect, discard Tridea, Resolve without effect again by Cosmic Cyclone Hard Open. Synchro into Auxila. Auxila will not get the search off from Imperm. Auxila attacks Solo. Solo for Refrain. Refrain getting Couplet. Couplet, bring back Solo. And pass. Couplet scaled. Couplet. There's the Ash. Switch the Solo to attack. Crash. Solo getting Tam Tam. Tam Tam for Poly. Poly it up. For Botcha, now we can get the game going. Botcha, Tam Tam to drop and burn, and Refrain Scale. Botcha for Refrain. Refrain getting Couplet. Couplet. Special to Tam Tam. Tam Tam getting the same Poly. Poly it up. For Flowering Etoile. Botcha for Tam Tam once again. Drop and burn. Tam Tam getting Poly again. Poly it up once more. For Schuberta. Tam Tam drop and burn. Schuberta banishing the 3 Centurion monsters. Flowering Etoile, banish Schuberta, return Auxila. Pendulum, Shokin, Aria. Now, none of the Melodices can't be targeted by either player. Normal a Stellar. Opponent decides to just give up at this point. Schuberta, banishing the 3 cards. And then that's basically lethal. Entering Side B, White Forest Sky Striker. With this hand going second, this should be a beautiful bonus setup. Timaeus send away the DMG. Timaeus for DM Dragon Knight. Unless... No, it was Poly activated, not Timaeus vet. It was Poly. But most cases, DM the Dragon Knight. Your opponent cannot target spell traps, and it can't be killed with an opponent's card effects. And Perm, Hard Open Eternal Soul. Now we freestyle. Jamming Waves, knock off the Cursed Sword so that we need a Spell Engrave. Getting Original Sword, Original. Switch it up. Startup Engage for multi-roll. Drew into LZ. Multi-roll. Send away the curse. And it's go time with the unresponsive spells. Broken Sword, Golden Sword, Golden and Anchor, Golden Sword, Ray and Azamina Apes, LZ sending the Apes, and then Shark Cannon the DMG. Special herself, and then special the DMG as well. Getting Sylvie, Apes reset, Sylvie for woes. Ursula sending woes for LZ Azamina. Woes set, LZ Azamina free special. Diabelle getting Golden back, and LZ Azamina getting Susurrus. Golden once more. Cursed Sylvie. Set. Sylvie return Ursula. And then Diabelle, as the last thing happened, specialing out Formula Synchron specifically. In this specific maneuver about Formula Synchron being a Synchro tuner, the idea is once per chain during your opponent's main phase as a quick effect, put up a Synchro summon using this card specifically. And because Diabel was able to send Cursed Sword, that gives us another bamboo sword of any kind if we have any leftover targets. And Eternal Soul bring back Dark Magician, Cursed Sword for Golden, and pass. Switch to attack, formula, Draco Berserker, Woes, Special LZ, Ursula, to make sure Diabel gets the boost, LZ to hand, DM Fusion and Diabel, Eternal Soul, Asamina Apes, return Eternal Soul, Soul triggers, Dark Magician goes, set 1, Sylvie, return Diabel, Susurrus, return Ursula for LZ, and pass. Cool. Synchro summoning to Coral Dragon. In this specific maneuver, not only it's a spot removal by discarding one card, of course, but if the Synchro summon card is sent from field to the graveyard, this lets you draw one card. Basically, a plethora of pluses. LZ sending Widow Anchors, getting Rusia, Coral discarding Sylvie, killing off the same Eternal Soul, game state simplify, and then Dark Magician scooped. With his hand going first, not much to do. So set 2 and pass. Gendo, the Ascetic Monk. Level 4, Water Spellcaster, 300 attack, 1800 defense. Face-up attack position monsters on the field cannot activate their effects. This defense position card can't be targeted or killed by card effects. Power of the Guardians on Gendo. Gendo for 800, set 3. Original on Gendo, switch with Cursed Sword, Golden, Solemn Judgment, stopping the draw 2. And set 1, Metal Reflect Slime, free special, send away the slime for Egyptian God Slime, Gendo, now at 1300, 3000 by the slime, and 1 set. Golden, Shadow Mirror, and of course, Apophis the Swamp Deity. Also, based off from the extra deck, I think we literally do not care. Berserker, that makes sense. But realistically, overall, we literally do not care about Shadow Mirrors. Most cases, negate all dark monsters effects activated on the field or in the graveyard. And then Apophis, Shadow Mirror is face up. It makes it so that the does not target negate will definitely come up, but it's a good thing we had infinite impermanence literally in that column just to make sure the Apophis is completely dead from the water. Anchor and Ego Boost. With Anchor to Gendo, Woes, Special Sylvie, Synchro into Diabell in the extra zone, Curse Sword for Golden, Broken, Golden, Sylvie Call By, and 3 set. Banisher of the Light in 2025. Let me just say this again, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't think the people in the back heard me. Banisher of the Light in 2025. Level 3, Light Fairy. For some reason, that is a fairy and not a spellcaster or something similar like that from back in the day. 100 attack, 2000 defense. And as a floodgate, any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. Based off from that finger point with the light on the card's artwork, something tells me one touch equals straight to the banished pile you go. Eagle Booster. Protecting Diabell from battle and everything else. And 1 set. Widow Anchor the Slime. Take it. Slime over Banisher of the Light. Diabell. Lethal. And last but not least, with his hand going first, weirdly enough, not so much. Set 3 and pass. You know, the sad part is about Lila is that, first of all, light spellcaster, for starters. Why didn't I think of this for the sake of spicy text, for the sake of White Forest? But realistically, we got great uses to make sure Lila is at our side. 1700 down. Lila hitting off Forbidden Chalice. Jane Raiden charge milled by Lila. Elzette, Azamina, Rusia, sending Widow Anchors. There's the Ash. Also, to tell you the truth about the call by set, we realistically choose not to call by the grave on Ash specifically because we still have extra plays to keep it going. And even if we were to call by on the Ash, that one extra draw could have been nice, but we rather save the call by specifically for Droll Lock Bird because not a whole lot of decks, especially in the best of one, well, pilots, I should say, not a whole lot of pilots have the main deck space to run Droll in this event. But otherwise, we decided to hold on, call by the grave, not because of Ash reasons, but instead, talents to draw 2 extra, being Curse Sword, Widow Anchor. Curse Sword sent off from Ursula and Elzette Azamina getting Susurrus. Ursula getting OG Elzette. Curse Sword getting Original Sword. Original, switch it up for another Curse. Widow Anchor on Lila. Elzette sending Cursed. Free Special getting Sylvie. Cursed for Broken, normal Sylvie, getting Woes, and technically, either result doesn't specifically lead to a misplay, but as long as we have both Sylvie and Rusia in the graveyard specifically, whichever Synchro play I'm going to climb into, it literally does not lead to a misplay at all. And here's the reason why. Synchro into Zorua. Zorua hooked up with Awas. Now, you all might be thinking, where's the over 8k damage? That's the good question. Awas gives Zorua the 1000 boost, making him at 39. So that's a total of 6400 damage. You might be asking to yourself, where do you even get the 1600 damage from? That is a good question. The 2 white forest tuners make it happen in terms of their graveyard effects. In other words, 39, 25, Sylvie, return Ursula, 15, Rusia, return Diabelle, lethal. And that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of the Fusion / Synchro and Legend events in terms of additional missions. Once again, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Smash the notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated. And be sure to use my campaign code in the description below so we can gather more prizes for the future of the content. Catch you guys next time.